pushing my health aside to focus on financial goals, thinking it would all be worth it. But I've realized that without taking care of myself, the money really means nothing.
And spending money on health is not the same as investing money in your health. Energy is very different there.
Very true. In fact, when I took the class, I've been through programs before, but it's really Maggie's authenticity that brought me to this program. I just have to say that like the world is changing. Yeah. And people can smell BS. And when you tell somebody a straight story and tell them not what they want to hear or not what it is you think they want to hear, but when you are honest with people, they realize that. And people are rejecting the fake, the false. And people need to turn away from money as sort of an idol and a god and a goal, because money is nothing more than what you use to spend it with. If we all had our own crafts, and I am a chicken farmer and someone else was a shoemaker, we could exchange goods to one another. And what was cool about the barter system as well is if you made me a really beautiful pair of shoes, I could choose to honor you with giving you not the amount of chickens that we talked about, but additional more chickens, right? That's kind of that whole tip culture. But what an honor to be able to tell someone how much you enjoy their craft. Well, now we set prices, right? And so, yeah, we tip some people sometimes. But if you really think back to the bartering system and the ability to honor one another with those gifts that you've developed, you realize we're also really missing that.
Well, you guys know in the program, when people say some stuff right, I'm like, winner, chicken dinner, right? Here's the thing. If to buy money for one chicken and to eat that chicken is an expense. But what I would love to do is gift you a chicken that's going to give you eggs for life. That's an investment because it keeps returning and it's a gift that keeps on giving. You love that chicken. You invest in that chicken. You take care of that chicken. You're going to have chickens and eggs for the rest of your life. That's an ROI, right? Return on investment.
I really have what I think is an important question for you, in that I know you work with so many clients. Is there potentially a gender divide here? Do you see a difference between men and women when it comes to the willingness to invest in their health?
Oh, that's a good question. We talk to, at least 100, 150 people every single week who need help on their health. And we talk to more women than men. Rarely, if ever, encountered a man who says, am I worth investing money in to save my life in some way? I've not heard a man say that once. And this is 8 years, and I've probably talked to 5,000, 6,000 men. I don't think once we heard a man say, I'm not worth investing money into to save my life in one way or another. But the number of times it's come up for a woman is, I would say, at least 30, 40% of the women that we talk to. There's a huge gender divide in the value women place on their own energy and their own lives.
I agree, because what I hear when I'm talking to women is, well, I'd like to invest in my health, but we're renovating the kitchen. Or I'd like to invest in my health, but my child is in hockey and it's really expensive. Or I'd like to invest in my health, but we've got this big vacation planned and we wouldn't be able to do it if I put this money into my health instead. But I have never, ever, ever heard a man say, we're renovating the kitchen, I can't do it right now.
Also interesting is because I think it's really important for both partners to make these decisions, get educated, make these decisions, and are in alignment together, whether it's health or finances or, well, anything, right? This is the other sad truth. Okay, you guys might want to write this one down. I don't know, but we talk to a lot of, like, let's say 60% of people we talk to are women. Well, and typically, and we talk to couples where the husband is present. Probably the biggest, most painful thing we experience is when clearly the woman needs his help. She's struggling with worth and value and it's very important. And I will do this where I'll ask the man, what is the value of this for you to be able to invest in your wife's health like this in this way? About 20% of the time you'll have a spouse say, well, no, we got to get a car for this person. We got to renovate this. I would have to sell my motorcycle to do that. No, I don't know. That hurts on such a guttural spiritual level and energetic level for me, but About 20% of the time you have a partner say this about the woman.
Well, then that just only reinforces what that woman's worth may be. She thinks it may be. If she thinks it's not, high enough, she's only getting that reinforced at home with the messaging of, you're not worthy enough to have our family invest in you. That's challenging.
I've never once heard it the other way around, what the wife says about her husband. That's not worth it for us to invest in, saving his life or this or that. I got to go, I would have to sell my car or we would have to forego that vacation. I never heard a woman say that. Not once.
But what I do think is really cool, Dr. Maggie, is he said that happens about 20% of the time. I know for a fact that 80% of the time when the woman is like, I'm not sure, I don't want to take family resources away, and they're in a supportive, loving relationship, the spouse, the husband is like, we are absolutely doing this. I don't care. We are absolutely doing this. Like, there is no question. We are doing this. Even though the wife is like, I don't know. They are adamant because they understand that when their wife, potentially the mother of their children, is healthy, then the family unit is healthier.
And I don't know how many videos we have to have where the husband is on with the wife and the husband says, Dr. Maggie, and you've seen this.
I was just thinking, I can think of several couples offhand where I actually can tell you that the outcomes for these women when they have this supportive spouse seem to be even better, because not only are the women then being supported financially with the idea of, we can spend our money on this for me, but many times the husbands will join in and watch all of the classes, all of the masterminds that you put on. They're right there. And that excitement saying, okay, we're going to do this as a family. I'm going to support you. You just see the return then on their investment go that much farther.
Well, you guys have seen, so many of you guys have seen, we have couple interviews, and I remember Jim and Jody. They came from, I think, Tennessee to come visit us, and Jim literally wanted to come and hold my hand and thank you for giving me my wife back, our life back, our family back, what you've helped me and my family do. Done, right? And at my wedding, we had Roxy and her husband, Lucas. Lucas with his eyes is like, thank you. Thank you. Like, there are 80% of husbands that come on this with our team, and they are not only fighting for their wife's life, they are so grateful. And the level of gratitude is so high because they realize investing in my wife's health is investing in my life, in our relationship, in our family, in our kids' life. To figure out the root cause that's underlying your chronic disease or symptom, click the link above or below this video and register for the training. We'll see you there.